everyone, and welcome back to Beaglington-On-Sea, and welcome to the St. Patrick's Day special for 2025. Yes, hello and welcome back to Beaglington-On-Sea, and welcome to the St. Patrick's Day special for 2025. Obviously we've been away for a little while. We have had some problems with mould and damp and stuff growing on the boards, and amongst the tracks going white and fluffy. That's hopefully been sorted out now, and everything should hopefully work. There may be a few electrical problems along the way, but I've got some electrical contact cleaner, so yeah, hopefully it'll all go well. In this episode, Alex at the desk has got an unboxing to do, and he's going to run what he unboxes later, and I might run it as well. I've got progress to show you as well, how the layout's getting on, and I've got trains to run. So we're going to crack on with some trains running now, and I've got the Class 40 D261 on some London Custers. I've got Airship Yeomanry, the Black 5, on a Pullman boat train, and Stepney with the Titfield Thunderbolt branch train. So I've got things to run, and we're going to run them. So I'll change the camera so we can see things leaving the station. Right, well, that's that done. And now I suppose I better hand over to Alex at the desk, who's going to unbox something special. Take it away, Alex. Yes, thank you, Alex. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the desk. You're here with me, Alex, at the desk. And I've got something to open. It's probably already been spoiled by the title or the thumbnail or my other Alex's general waffling. But I have something here that's very special to open on my desk. So I'm going to bring the camera around. I'm going to open this up and have a look. So let's get going. Finally, at last, something very special to open at the desk. Something that I've had for a few months, but I didn't unbox them because the railway was being rebuilt and it wasn't in a particularly good state. So I'm going to open them now, and we might even get them onto the railway and have a look at them. So these are the Hatton's Genesis coach pack, and they are the pack of 4 coaches in CIE dark green. That's Chorus Iron Pair Aaron, or the original nationalised Irish railway from after the Second World War, or the emergency, as they called it in Ireland. So there's 4 coaches here that make up a rake of 4 coaches, and I haven't seen them besides this, so I'm really excited to get them out and have a look. Now, and one more. Right, so these are part of batch 2 of the Hatton's Genesis coaches, which of course were fulfilled by, was it Rails of Sheffield? And so we have some really lovely coaches. We'll just take the camera down a little here and see that that one's upside down. So these were launched in 2022 as part of batch 2, and individually they were £33, but this 4-pack was £120 and had it on pre-order, and they were supplied unlit. You could buy a lighting unit to go with them, but I didn't do that. So there were 2 liveries available for the 4-packs, which were the dark green and the light green, because the black and tan livery, or the orange and black livery of the full break that they did additionally, was later than the green liveries. So there were no rakes of those coaches. And I'm going to open them now. I'm going to open the brake coach first, I think. So Hatton's researched these Irish ones quite thoroughly, because they wanted to make sure that, you know, they were as close to real models of coaches as possible. So the numbers on them are from coaches of the type that were still running around the time that their liveries were around. So that's to the mid 1950s for all the green liveries. And you can see that the lining and this thing here, the Ur de Nil, or the flying snail, are in a different shade of green. They're not white. And Hatton's made sure to get that colour right as well. So here we go. Wow. Now that green really is a nice, rich green. Like, that is emerald, you would say. It's fantastic. It's like, you can see the difference. You know, you couldn't tell that it was going to be this shade of green. It looks absolutely fantastic. So despite being generic, they're quite similar to a Great Southern and Western Railway design, which is handy because that's sort of the area that I want to be having models of. So they're suitable for being pulled by J15s. I think Studio Scale models did one, and 00 Works. And C classes, I know Silver Fox did those, and Irish Railway models did A class as well, diesels. So you can run them with those. And yeah, no, this is amazing. Hopefully they go around my track. My track isn't going to be brilliant. So they've got disc wheels underneath, and they have third class compartments, or rather seating. So on the dark green models, they are third class on the coaches, whereas when you get to the light green era, they replaced third with second. So the numbers became number 2. But that's not on these ones. So these were from 1945 to 1955, the light green from 55 to 63. And I think that's about all I know about these coaches. It's my extensive knowledge. Oh, and also, the Irish railways have a gauge of 5 foot 3 inches.
The English Railways is 4 foot 8 inches or 8.5 inches, so they're not the same width. So these coaches, if they were re-gauged to run on the right track but still in 00 scale, they would be on 21mm track as opposed to 16.5. And that would mean that if you put these up against coaches that were made correctly for that scale, they'd be narrower, but that's because they're generic. So here we have the lavatory coach here. So this one is a first and third lavatory coach. So at least they've got a toilet on this one. And that's actually a case in point, because while I'm in the middle of opening these, I've got this issue of Railway Modeller from 1951. And this is Kersavies, this is the next town over, and as you can see, there are some 6-wheel coaches. And you can see that the guards coach, the brake coach, has a little raised up section on the roof. Obviously, that's not on these coaches because they're generic. But you can see the lavatory coach. And I think there's a tank on top of the lavatory coaches for the water, which obviously is not present here. Again, these are generic. But generally speaking, it's almost like seeing the same coach. Like, they're very, very similar. And of course, if you were travelling from Valencia or Kersavies all the way up to Farnborough and beyond, if you wanted to use the toilet, you'd have to book in first class. So, good luck to those people anyways. And they look so cool. So now we're going to open the next one, which is an all third. And so the numbers we have on the ones we've taken out are number, just check that, 98 is the brake, and number, I think it's 541 on that one. So now we'll take out the next one. We've got all these little packs of the, you've got the footboards here. They're for if you haven't got tight curves, I suppose. So take that out of there. I'll obviously have to tidy up all these boxes afterwards, or maybe put the coaches back in. So that's, you can see that the detail underneath for the brake rigging. These ones all have this piece sticking out, but it's tucked under on this one, so I'm guessing I'm supposed to pull that out there, or maybe it goes over there. I'm not sure. It seems to be kind of bent on this particular model, but this is an all third, and I have another one that's like that as well. So we'll just check that these have different numbers. Another pack there. It's like Christmas, opening all these coaches. Come on, out you come. It looks so good. I just wish I had something decent to pull them with. I mean, I have my Holden tank, but these need something really quite special to run with. Would be quite cool. Obviously, Accurascale have just announced through Irish Oil Models they're doing the 800 class, and I'd like Tolta, is it? I think, and that obviously probably wouldn't have run with coaches like this, but it would still be cool to see them with it. So this one is number 439, and this one's 454. So they all have individual numbers, and I'll be able to assemble a rake with those. So yeah, we'll put them up on the railway in a minute. So I'll just tidy away some of these boxes. Just chuck them on the floor for now. I'll tidy them up afterwards. And you can get a nice look at these coaches. So the lavatory coach obviously was the next one that I took out, and get that in focus. So you've got the first and third compartments there. I don't know whether there's anything modelled inside the bathroom. I'm not going to take the roof off to check, but it's just really great to see this livery on such a detailed model, because normally Irish rolling stock can be like repainted models. I have an Alpha Graphics 6-wheel coach kit body over here that's got a grounded body on my railway. I see. So this is the upgrade from the card kit, and you can see the difference. it'll mean to people wanting to model Irish railways, because you're going from something like this, and admittedly this isn't made properly, it's the best I could do at the time, and then I made it look worse. But yes, so it's a big step up, and even though it's only generic, it's still giving the modelers something. And yeah, it's really great to see. The lining is done fantastically. All the individual fitted handrails, or the hand grabs for the doors, you can see they're just, it's just so much detail. I have an LBSC 6-wheeler as well, and I'm hoping these will go around the track, because that one doesn't go around too well. But yeah, no, that's just such a lovely set of coaches. And I actually have some more real world examples in, this is the Irish Railway album by C.P. Bucock, and this book is from 1968, so just after the end of these coaches. And there's some nice pictures here of them in Cork. So there's some 6-wheel coaches there going along the street, and then over here as well we have the bridge at Albert Quay in Cork, and there are the coaches going over the bridge. So they just look so cool to have these ones over here. And then here we have a full brake down there, see, on like a breakdown train or in a scrapyard or something. Assortment Albert Quay Depot Cork. Yeah, so basically that was just in the sidings at Albert Quay. Interestingly, I think the full brakes had something about the ducats being symmetrical on one side of a door or something, different to some other company's design, but I can't remember. And here we are, we have the other picture I was looking for, which is the C class, and that is at I'm not even sure what station that is. I haven't read the thing. I think it's Baltimore or somewhere. So that is a full brake. Not a full brake. Is it? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm waffling now. Basically, there's some more sort of 6-wheel coaches there with the diesel in this silver livery, which didn't weather too well. And over on the other side is a very quirky thing. That's Bully's turf burner. But yeah, so that's my unboxing, my CIE coaches. And I shall get them on the railway a little bit later and check how they run.
Yes, thank you, Alex. So, Alex is going to be back later on, and he's going to be testing out those coaches on railway. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of tour of what's been going on the railway scenically, and then we'll run these trains. So, I'll just go behind the camera and show you what I've been up to.
So the best place to start is over in the brewery corner. Not much has really happened over here. This is only a temporary sort of back scene piece. It came free with a magazine. But as you can see, I've done the polyfiller on the roads, and there'll be a sort of a grassy sort of triangle in the middle of there, I think. And then we come down here, do the station area. It's not massive change here, except for more of this polyfiller road. And it comes along here and around, and now we have a road where the pub and the shops are. I still have to drill holes and fit the lighting through for those, but hopefully they'll all be put in and they'll look good again. And then the big changes are over here, where we have dunes. This will have sort of hopefully a longish kind of grass on it, and we've got the sand there, and this track all needs to be painted and ballasting needs to be done. And then we go over here and we have the tunnel with some sheep on the top at the moment. And in previous videos I was going to have a 009 circuit down here, and when we came back from our trip in January, all of the track on all of the railway had corroded into like a green mess. You might still be able to see some between the rails there, but basically the 009 circuit, all of the track was corroded, and in an area where it was going to be hidden underneath the hill, I wouldn't be able to clean it that easily. So I took the decision not to do it, and at some point I'll clean that track up and I'll use it for a different project. So I think I'm going to have a little pub down here, a sort of riverside pub, and I'm going to have a little tunnel-like entrance over here. Perhaps the way to getting to the old Smuggler's Hole, or Beaglington Caves as they were known. And then round here we have the river, and we have the viaduct, which runs magnificently along the front of the window, and we have the harbour. So we have a bit here which will have, I want to have like a sandy, rocky surface down here, like the harbour base, and then maybe have a slip that comes onto it of water effect. Or I might just polyfiller it all and paint it like water. I can't do anything until I get the stone sheet, the Will's Core stone sheet I want to use along the front of here, to represent the harbour walling. So, and I need to get more track as well, because I don't have enough track to do the run round loops. This is going to be my little boat tours office, like the harbour office. And then over here in the corner we have a rather snugly tucked away station, and there'll hopefully be a good shed or a good siding facility over here. And then you've got like the slipway here, and the road which runs from, if I take you back over here, with the road which runs along the side of the river, and there'll be a height restriction here. I'm going to get the Dapple Girder Bridge, I think, to go across here. And then it goes off underneath the viaduct there, and it runs up to the level of the station along the back here. And this is reminiscent of some of the steep roads that were in Tenby. And so you've got this nice steep climb here, and then you've got this grassy bank, which you can't really see that well from the viewing side. But I had another go with the static grass applicator, and I just wanted to get a base coat down before I fix the viaduct down. And now that that's done, I'll be able to add more sort of foliage and stuff on top of that, some bushes and things. I'm just tucked my old CIE coach down there for now, and then it comes up here. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. And this will be a little kind of, this will be like the esplanade sort of promenade bit up here. There'll be a wall or some railings up here, and then there'll be like a stone wall here, and your tunnel portal here. And the road continues up here, and then it comes out here, and I'll have maybe a station here, a very narrow platform station, I'm thinking, with a bit of a seawall behind it, and then a beach bit here with the beach goers and stuff on it. So that'll give me another station. And then we go past the signal box, which it has taken a bit of a battering, so the finials are a bit broken and the steps are broken. That'll probably be repurposed somewhere else on the railway, because it's not really needed here. And then I might do a bridge effect on the folding section. I'm not sure, it might just stay unscenic. And then I plan on having some sort of road bridge over this bit, like the old road bridge we used to have on Beaglington-On-Sea Mark II. And so that's pretty much what I've managed to get done since Christmas. Right, let's run some trains. Right, so hopefully these trains will run without incident. So I've got the 4472 Flying Scotsman with my modified teaks, and then I've got the Freightliner Class 66 with the long train tanks, and then I've got a Southern Terrier with a Southern branch train, and there's a CIE sort of parcels van with that as well, in keeping with the Irish thing. And of course, all these locomotives are green. So let's try and get the Scotsman going first. That's the Class 66. The Scotsman is a DCC fitted model, but I've got it running on DC, or it was running on DC the last time I had it out. Right, we'll send off the Class 66. There we are. Right, so I'll get some footage of those running, and we'll get some footage of the Terrier going on the branch line.
well, it wasn't 100% without incident, but the train's coming back into the station now, so I shall stop them. That's class 66, which stop there, and Flying Scotsman, I'll stop there. So, Flying Scotsman was fine. Its front pony truck was a bit loose, so I tightened that up during the running. The class 66 seemed to slow down in the tunnel over the far side. I haven't figured out why exactly. I'll test that another day. And the Terrier has made it to the branch terminus. So we're going to leave it over there. I'm not going to bother shunting it back today. So I'm going to go have a haircut, and Alex at the desk is going to take the new CIE coaches and try them out on the railway. So take it away, Alex. Right, so I'm going to take control of the line and test out these coaches. I'm going to start by running them up from the branch, and I'll film them coming into the station here, and then they'll have to go through this S-bend of points, and the locomotive will probably stall because the track's probably too dirty, but hopefully they'll all go through, and then I'll run the train around them and pull them back out and shunt them into the middle line, and then I'll take them out and run them around one of the circuits. But that's the plan anyways. So let's get started.
And there we have it, back in the station. And I'll hand back over to Alex now. I can't say that was completely without incident. I seem to have the same problem with my LBSCR, which is this coach, the laboratory coach, constantly finds ways to derail on places where the track is bad, but also just randomly. But other than that, not really had too many problems. A lot of it's probably down to my track work, but a fantastic looking rake of coaches that will get run again. But I'll hand back over to Alex now.
Yes, so that was Alex testing out the CIA coaches, and I have them here to run down the branch. They have had a few derailments in places, I think because my track work is just quite uneven at the moment in some areas. Hopefully they'll be fine. I've also got the M7, number 357. That's pulling some multiple coaches. And I have Sadinadan, which is number 795, King Arthur class in Southern region with, Southern Railway, sorry, with Southern Malachite coaches. So I'm going to get those running now and try not to shiver too much because it's actually quite cold now. So it's the M7 running there, and we have the Dan running there. Hopefully that's around. And we'll get the branch train sent off now and there. I feel like something's off over there. I'll go and have a look. Right, well, it's time to stop that now. So the M7 there. So you can see I've had to take it down to one coach because it couldn't make it up the incline with a second one, and also the second one kept uncoupling itself. So thank you very much for watching this episode. It's good to be back. There are clearly lots of problems that I need to sort out with running. Hopefully that'll get sorted before I do another video. There'll definitely be an outtakes video from this of it'll just be a collection of everything going wrong constantly. Just to show what goes on behind the scenes, I'll have that out maybe a week or so after I've done the actual production. But yes, once again, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you liked and what else I might be able to do in videos that you'd like to see. Yeah, that's it basically. I've got some new coaches to get broken into, I suppose, on the railway, get them running properly. Clearly, the track work over that side leaves much to be desired, but things over here not going too badly, but you know, it is what it is. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget you can like, comment, share and subscribe, and well, all there is left to say is happy St. Patrick's Day, go for meal and for watching, and sláinte. Oh, and don't forget, there's also the playlist thing and the subscribe bubble. Ta-ra!